Michael Moore. Joan Marcus. Though Michael Moore's Broadway debut in The Terms of My Surrender was billed as a limited engagement that was already scheduled to end October 22, President Donald Trump used its recent closing as an opportunity to address the show, which examined his presidency and administration with a decidedly critical eye. Michael Moore. Joseph Marzullo. When while not at all presidential, he wrote, "I must point out that the sloppy Michael Moore show on Broadway was a total bomb and was forced to close." Said Moore's show began performances July 28 at the Belasco Theater, where it opened officially August 10. It was reported in May, when the show was announced, that it would play a 12-week limited engagement. While the show was not a box office frontrunner, grossing less than half of its potential most weeks and drawing in a capacity hovering in the mid-70 percentile, it did play its scheduled run. The Oscar and Emmy-winning filmmaker announced earlier this week that he intends to tour the country with The Terms of My Surrender next year. Itinerary details will be announced in the coming months. Read: Michael Moore will tour the country with his Broadway show while not at all presidential. I must point out that the sloppy Michael Moore show on Broadway was a total bomb and was forced to close. Said Donald J. Trump at Real Donald Trump. October 28, 2017. In the Michael Mayer-Helmut show, Moore shared personal anecdotes and engaged the audience in quizzes and pleas for various forms of activism. The engagement featured appearances from the likes of Whoopi Goldberg, Gloria Steinem, Billie Joe Armstrong, Lee Daniels, and Representative Maxine Waters. On August 15, Moore, along with Mark Ruffalo and Olivia Wilde, led a post-performance march to Trump Tower. This is not the first time the president has taken to Twitter to object to a Broadway show. In November of last year, 11 days following the election, Trump referred to Hamilton as highly overrated after the cast addressed Vice President-elect Mike Pence during the curtain call when he attended the Tony and Pulitzer-winning Al. Reed Hamilton cast reacts to Trump's tweets. Update: Moore in turn tweeted his rebuttal to Trump's claim, using the opportunity to further shed light on the ongoing conflict in Afghanistan, the first charges filed by Special Counsel Robert Mueller in the Russian interference investigation, and the crisis in Puerto Rico following Hurricane Maria. Moore writes, "The Terms of My Surrender was the highest-grossing non-L play of the summer. While it was indeed the highest-grossing among the plays that opened in the summer, alongside 1984 and Marvin's Room, during its time on Broadway, the play that goes wrong grossed more in Moore's 12 weeks beginning the week ending August 6. However, Moore's first two performances during the weekend of July 28 to 30 grossed significantly more than average, over 102% of its potential. One: You must have my smash hit of a Broadway show confused with your presidency, which is a total bomb and will indeed close early. Not sad. https://t.curgswav. Michael Moore at Flint. October 29, 2017 to today, one U.S. service member was killed, 6 injured in our never-ending war in Afghanistan. You, our president, are not even aware of this. Michael Moore at Flint. October 29, 2017 3 You are aware I rhyme a B-waste, or I guess this bothers you more. Sad. Michael Moore at Flint. October 29, 2017 4 Prosecutor Mueller's grand jury has just approved the first criminal indictments of your administration. Are you trying to distract us from this? Michael Moore at Flint. October 29, 2017 5:38 days after Maria, 34 of our fellow Americans have no electricity. Yet you are more upset that so many people saw my B-Way show. Sad. Michael Moore at Flint. October 29, 2017 6 They say Twitter distracts you from your presidency. But Twitter is your presidency, it's all you know how to do. Loser. Michael Moore at Flint. October 29, 2017 7 And now, for this weekend, I'm your latest distraction from your crimes. Ha! Raucous, joyous crowds every night on B-Way, you missed out. Michael Moore at Flint. October 29, 2017 8 It was the highest-grossing play non-L of the summer, despite my offering $29 cheap seats, free student tickets so all could afford. Michael Moore at Flint. October 29, 2017 9 As announced, on May 1, it was always a 1-2 WEEKONLY run, due to my commitments to my upcoming primetime TV series My New, Michael Moore at Flint. October 29, 2017 10 On Broadway, Donald, they call it a limited engagement just like we're planning on making your presidency. Michael Moore at Flint. October 29, 2017 Mark Ruffalo, Olivia Wilde, and more marched alongside audience members after the August 15 performance of The Terms of My Surrender. 15 photos. Michael Moore on Broadway, Joseph Marzullo when crowd outside the Belasco Theater, Joseph Marzullo and Marissa Tomei, Joseph Marzullo when Michael Moore, Joseph Marzullo when Mark Ruffalo, Joseph Marzullo when Fisher Stevens, Joseph Marzullo and Marissa Tomei and Fisher Fisher Stevens, Joseph Marzullo and Mark Ruffalo, and Michael Moore, Joseph Marzullo and Mark Ruffalo, Michael Moore, Marissa Tomei, and Fisher Stevens, Joseph Marzullo and Olivia Wilde, and Michael Moore, Joseph Marzullo and Cher.